Good evening, friends. Hope this video finds you well. Today, I'll be going over a brief history of Presbyterianism and how it affected American culture. Now, Presbyterianism was one of the first denominations to cross the Atlantic into the New World, and since their arrival into the New World, Presbyterians have played a significant role in the development of the culture in the area and specifically in American culture. Now, in his book, America's God, Mark A. Null speaks very highly of the Presbyterians, stating, quote, "Outside of New England, the most articulate theologians were the Presbyterians, the denomination that was spread most likely in the colonies, and that most assiduously promoted the old world ideal of the learned minister." Now, some important theologians, of early American Presbyterianism included Jonathan Dickinson, Gilbert Tennent, Samuel Finley, and Samuel Davies, all of whom were highly educated individuals and accounted for about 1/3 of the 500 published works by Presbyterians at the time, or in their time period. After the American Revolution, Presbyterians sought to promote their theology and convert the citizens of this new sovereign American nation, as they believed, quote, "The religion of Jesus Christ and its vital power is the best friend of a civil society, as well as essential to the well-being of man," end quote. Now, there were several ways that Presbyterians went about trying to promote their theology and influence the culture in this developing nation. However, I would say arguably the most influential way was by establishing Christian Presbyterian colleges and obtaining leadership positions in other non-Presbyterian Christian colleges. Now, to my surprise, some of these Presbyterian colleges a lot of them were in my area of East Tennessee. And these colleges include Knoxville College, Knoxville, Tennessee, Maryville College in Maryville, Tennessee, King University in Bristol, Tennessee, and Tusculum College in Greenville, Tennessee. Some other well-known Presbyterian universities include the University of Tulsa and, of course, you guessed it, Presbyterian University. Now, Presbyterianism would continue to evolve just as America did, and there would come a point in time when there was a split in the denomination. The splits characterized as the old school thinkers and the new school thinkers. This split was especially made evident in the 19th century, as many of the new school thinkers were abolitionists. They would talk about abolition in their sermons and would take part in abolition movements, whereas the old school thinkers, didn't. Still, though, the effect that Presbyterianism had on American culture is one that can still be felt to this day, as many of the Presbyterian colleges are still working and thriving, I would argue. So, thank you for listening. That's my brief history on American Presbyterianism, and I hope you have a good evening.